Hey, beautiful people, it's your girl T, and I'm back, y'all. It's been a minute since I've done anything with like sharing my colored pages, and I want to do that today. So before I get started, I want to say thank you to all of the new subscribers. If you're new and you're watching and you haven't subscribed, thank you for stopping by. I hope that you consider becoming a part of the beautiful people family by clicking the subscribe button. And for those who are returning, I love y'all. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for all the comments, encouraging words, and just being generally lovely. Thank you so much for that. You all are definitely beautiful people. So I want to start by saying I have crafts projects to show you guys for diamond painting, and then completed pages. So I completed 60 pages. These are adult coloring pages. So this is going to be not pretty long because you guys, I never remember what exactly I've used in these pages. Some of them I've written down, some I haven't. So I'm going to get started first with a painting. I did this paint by number that I had received for Christmas from my boss, and I do have a speed painting of this on my channel. And anything that you see here, I'm going to be listing it down in the description. If you're interested in maybe trying it for yourself, there will be links there. I forget who this is by. I think it's Elle something. It's not on the back, but I will pop it up on the screen so that you know who it is once I find it. So this is really, really nice. I was really impressed by the quality of the canvas, even though it was a small one. The paint went on really nicely, and it's just a pot of cacti, and I really love how it turned out. I painted the pot and all the cacti. The background was already painted in, and I really enjoyed doing that. So I'm looking forward to doing more paint by numbers. Next, I did this beautiful diamond painting. This is a partial, so and special. So this is actually a passport cover. So you put your passport in there, and now you have this beautiful passport cover. So I thought that was really pretty, something different, because I don't always have time to do the big diamond paintings like to complete. But I like to take on small projects like this just so I can feel accomplished. So again, all of these things will be linked in the description below. The next one I did was this one. So I have two. I'm going to be sharing one with someone, and because I have some travel coming up early part of next year. So I thought it would be cute to have some really fancy passport covers, but maybe not, right? You want to bring attention to things, but I thought this was a really cool project, so I did that. It's beautiful greens, and these didn't take any time at all whatsoever. So I really, really enjoyed doing that. The next one I did was this beauty. Oh my gosh, you guys, this one was so fun. I guess these are all called crystals, or like a crystal diamond painting. It's 30 by 30. It had 14 colors. You have some larger crystals there, and then you have the small ones, but this turned out so pretty. I'm so happy with this one. This one needs to be in a room. It's just bright, and it makes you happy when you look at it because of the colors. I mean, it's just gorgeous. So again, if you're interested in that, I will also have that linked down in the description below. All right, next I did a paint by sticker. Now these are not in any particular order. I just pull them out and show you guys. But this is Plants and Flowers. This is a Workman published book, and I've done one. I hauled this recently, and I decided to do this one here. It is a picture of African daisies. So these are African daisies, and it was really fun to do. I had a good time doing this, and I believe this one I also did as a speed paint by sticker on my channel as well. Very, very fun. I can't wait to do more. So that is paint by sticker, Plants and Flowers. Next, I tried to get my sister to commit to the book we chose together. But she is just not wanting to do any coloring. I've bought her all this stuff, you guys, and she's like, I don't want to color. I'm like, okay. So I just decided to go ahead and just finish this on my own. So I just did this page real quick, really easy, nothing fancy, just to get this book done because I committed to it and I want to do it. This is the second page here. Nothing really fancy, no, just kind of like straight coloring using markers and just random markers because I have a big box of markers that I need to use up because they're almost done. So I'm just using random markers on this. This one here was done all in colored pencil and it was really quick and easy to do. So that is Cute Food, Advanced Coloring, and this is a bend-in coloring book. This is one that you can get at the Dollar General for, I believe, $5 or maybe $3, one of the two. So I spiral bound this myself. Next, I colored in color by number. Sorry about the glare. Masterpieces. I was into a little color by number this quarter, so I've done one in here, which is this page, and just using alcohol markers. It was really hard to match up these colors down here, these browns, because there's not the markers I was using and tried to find. We're just not matching up really good. So it is what it is. You know, not every page is going to be a win. I did this in March 6th though. That is Color by Numbers, Masterpieces. This book is published by, let's see, Paragon. All right. Next we have All Time Hits 100 Color by Number by Sachin Sachdeva. I do not have all of these books and I did not want to buy all of those books. So I thought it would be good for me to, you know, start doing some of Sachin Sachdeva's pages was to just buy a compilation book. So I bought this one here and I did several. I did this one here. This is European Robin. Yeah, European Robin. And, you know, mindless coloring. I didn't want to do the background. I didn't want to do anything fancy, no shading. I just colored it just to color. This one here, I think is from the Stained Glass book. And this one was done in March as well. Then we have this one here. I believe this is considered I kind of went through each section, like to do one in each section, but then I stopped. But I'm not sure what this one's from, but again, you can see I did that in March. All right, and the last one I did was this one. I was at my mother-in-law's and she was like, you're crazy. Because all these little squares I had to color in, and she's like, there's no way I'd do it. The pixel, you know, pixel coloring. So yeah, these are the 3x3 millimeters. And that's mosaic art. So that was really fun. I had a good time doing that. And that is All Time Hits 100 Color by Number by Sachin Sachdeva. Next, I colored the nameplate page in Mandala Mystery, Mandala by Colorya, sorry. And I just did this page here. This was Happy Mail from Teresa Vaughn that I received back in October. And I wanted to do a page in here just to try it out, the paper and everything. And, you know, these are the ones that have the color palette at the bottom, and then you color it in. And I just wrote my name there. So looking forward to doing more in this one. It was actually really fun, relaxing. I didn't have to do anything but pick the colors and go for it. So that's the kind of coloring I like to do when I have a lot on my mind. I don't know about you. Let me know in the comment sections how you like to relax. What kind of coloring do you like to do to relax? Next, I did another Colorya coloring book. I colored 2 in this book. This is Colorya Mandalas. And I did this one here. Sorry about that, y'all. Did this one here. This one I did for #Mandalas con Vida on Instagram. And I submitted this one. This one is just alcohol markers. And then I used the gel crayons with a little water in here in the inside. That was really fun. I really enjoyed that. And then I did a second one. This is also for hashtag Mandalas con vida. And this was really fun to do as well. Same thing. I just used the same alcohol markers and did this inside areas with the gel crayons. And that was really fun. Really relaxing. And it was a lot of fun. I don't normally color mandalas or mandalas, however you say it. And so it was really fun to get a couple of those done this quarter. So yes, Colorya Mandalas. All right, next, I did a buddy color in Scenes from the Forest coloring book by Gudrun Hall. This is an AI coloring book, and I did this beautiful page here. Was a buddy color with the lovely Poet Spice, and I will pop her page up over here so you can see it. I love how both of ours turned out. Hers is a lot different than mine, but that is the great thing about buddy colors, is that you don't know how the other person's coloring it unless you have pre-chosen the palette. At least you can determine the colors. But when you just say, do it your way, you do it your way, and you come together and see each other's, it's like, wow, it's like so amazing to see how each person interprets a page. So thank you so much, Poet Spice, for doing that with me. We can do another one if you want to. But yeah, that's Scenes from the Forest coloring book by Gudrun Hall. Next, I did this page here, which is from the book called I Know the Plans I Have for You. I did this back in February. This was for Jamie's highlighter challenge, Jamie's Coloring Love. And so I submitted that for that. And the reason why it's out of the book, which normally I do not do, is because I destashed this particular book, but I kept a page that I actually completed. So yeah, that one was from I Know the Plans That I Have for You by CA Publishers. Next, I worked out of this big, huge book, Fantastic Cities by Steve McDonald. And this was a buddy color with the lovely Colored by Maia. And we had been trying to do a buddy color for a while. And I'm going to pop her page up over here so you guys can see it. She did hers in pink because she said she knows I love pink, and I do. But I decided to do a little something different. I do have a little pink in here, but not as much as she does. And I love both of them. I love how they turned out. But yes, I had a lot of fun. So this one, I forgot. I think I based these with water. I use water-based markers. I think Crée Super Tips maybe. Or the Statler double-ended felt tip markers. I did a little shading with colored pencil. And then I added, I don't know if you guys can see it, the gold. It's really hard, to see that on the camera sometimes. But I did a little gold blinging on anything that I thought was metal or could be metal. And just a little, just colored in the windows. And did a little sky with watercolors. But I want to say thank you to Maia for coloring this with me. I know it took us a long time to get it together, but I had a great time, and I'm looking forward to more buddy colors with you. So yes, that is Fantastic Cities by Steve McDonald. Next, I colored in Rooms of Wonder by Joanna Basford. This I did for March Color Your Hoard Live, and I finished it off screen, and this is the result. So this was a live coloring where I had the background colored in, and I was working on the trees. And so I finished the rest off camera. I used water-based markers for the background. We use colored pencils. I forget what color pencils. Forgive me. We have some gold gel pen. That's Sparkle Pop. And then I use some other gel pens from the Art series collection. And that's about it. I didn't use very much. Oh yes, and white gel pen to do a little outlining and dots on some of the mushrooms and things like that. So I had a really, really good time coloring this page, and I can't wait to do another one. That is Rooms of Wonder by Joanna Basford. Next, I have one in Twilight Garden. This is by Maria Trolle. And this was a buddy color with Selina Kluert on Instagram. And I'm going to pop her page up on the screen here on the left. And yes, we both did a wonderful job. And I like how different ours turned out. And so I struggled with these. Gosh, I just lost what they are, what flowers they are. But anyways, I struggled with these, so I had to look it up online to fix it, because I really screwed these flowers, these purple ones. I screwed them up royally, and I was like, I have to try to fix it. So the fix, I'm not too. I mean, it's done, and I'm satisfied. But I wish I would have looked them up before I started coloring them. That's a no T. Look it up first. So. But yes, thank you so much, Selina, for coloring with me, and I appreciate you reaching out to do that. And that is Twilight Garden by Maria Trolle. Next, I have a buddy color in Hot Tropics Tiki Pinup Coloring Book by Colorya Mandalas. And this buddy color I did here is with the lovely Suzette with crafty_Susie. She also has a YouTube channel, so anyone who has a channel, I will link in the description below. And anyone who is on Instagram that I colored with, I will also list them if I can locate them to tag. But yeah, so we did this page here, and I had a lot of fun with this. I based this with marker, and I used, let me see what color pencils. I used Prismacolor pencils, Color Shift, acrylic paint in the background, and then Pentel Sparkle Pop. So I had a lot of fun with this, and I love how it turned out. She is bomb. Full figure. Love it. I love her afro. I did a blonde afro, and I was like, I have to do something in this background to make that kind of stand out, and I think that I achieved that. So yay. Thank you so much, Susie, for doing this with me. And then I decided to do another page because I had so much fun. I did this page. I had a lot of fun with this page. The colors I chose, and I love that I made her boots look like a patent leather effect, as well as on her gloves. I used some metallic watercolor in the background. And Pentel Sparkle Pop pens. I have acrylic paint here. Color, this is based with markers, and then I use colored pencils for a little shading. And I love the limited color palette on this one as well. So yay, I really have fun in this book. And this is another illustrator that I'm going to be coloring in most of the year. So yes, I got 2 done. Hot Tropics Tiki Pinup Coloring Book by Colorya Mandalas. Thank you so much again, Suzette, for that buddy color. All right. Next up, I colored in Find Color by Gugeli, I believe it's pronounced. And this was a buddy color with the lovely Ryous Artsy Corner on Instagram. And I want to thank you for reaching out to me. I'm going to pop the picture up that Ryu did on this side here on the left. This is a picture we selected to do. I had a lot of fun. This is my first time coloring in a book by Gugeli on this paper. And let me tell you guys, I had a fabulous time. What I decided to do, because I was so nervous to really put anything on the page to begin with, I started off with using water-based markers. And I think I used my Stettlers. So I based this with Stettler water-based markers. Everything but the skin, and I believe the fur here. Everything else was based with these Stetler markers, water-based markers. I have gel pen on here, gold gel pen, and I just love how this page turned out. I was so pleased with working with this paper, and just even the background, this is done with watercolor. I just was so pleased with the outcome of this page. I decided to do this page on the left side. And so I wanted to kind of tie in the same colors, or not too matchy, but yeah, so I did the whale, and I did a purple whale. It was so fun. The background I did with, I believe, some watercolor pencils. I think so. Watercolor pencils and blending with some colored pencils on that. And I can say that I did use my my Holbeins. So I did color this page, both pages, with the Holbeins, and I'm so pleased with these pictures. So yes, thank you so much, Ryu, for the buddy color. We should do another one, and that is Fine Color by Gujelli. Next, I have a picture in Fantasy Figure Special, and these are designs by Maud Lemoine. I can't say her name, and it's French. And I did this beautiful page with my girl, Lovella. And I'm going to pop her page up over here. I was not happy with my skin coloring. I think she came out a little bit too red. And I didn't feel like going to do much to fix it. So I've just left her as is, her skin. But I really, really love how I did her wings. If you guys can see, they're sparkly, glittery. And I used gel pen. So this page was based with, I think, did I use Copic? Yeah, I used markers. You can see on her hair and just her skin and the part of the background, the black. But everything else, I use Soho color pencils for shading. I used glitter. I think that here is the glitter Mod Podge, extreme glitter. And then I did use white gel pen to get those lines out. And I really enjoyed it. So thank you so much, Manzano, for doing that with me. That is Fantasy Figure Special by Maud Lemoine. Next, we have Beautiful Portraits Realistic Adult Coloring Book by, who is this by? Who is this by? Oh yes, Cindy El Sharoney. And this is also a buddy color. We did this page here. This is a buddy color with the lovely Jackie Conrad on Instagram. She reached out to me and asked if I'd like to color in this book, and I said yes, let's do that. So we chose this page. I'm going to pop her picture up over here. And yes, I love the way this turned out. I love the blues that I used, and I love that I used peach with the blue. I just love this page so much. And I got their wings all sparkly and shimmery, and I love my birds. I mean, look at, they have some shimmer on their wings as well. It was just so much fun to do this. I was a little worried because there's a lot of skin. Look at my whole hand. There's a lot of skin, and I'm still, I'm not confident in coloring skin right now. So, but I did my best, and I think that it turned out pretty good. So yes, that is Beautiful Portraits by Elle Sharoney. And I want to thank Jackie Conrad for coloring with me. Next, I have a picture in Fantasy and Fairy Cuties, Grayscale, Book 8 by Duria Cockersoy. I can't say her name, I'm sorry. And this was a buddy color with the lovely Sarah in my Facebook group. She's also on Instagram. And I'm going to pop her picture up over here. As you guys can see, I did a lot of buddy colors, which I really enjoyed because it kind of gave me something to do without just like saying, what do I want to color? But yes, her page turned out really lovely as well. This one, of course, I just marker based it and used some color pencils for shading. And those were, I used the Plucus colored pencils. And they work pretty nice on this paper. I'm really pleased with the outcome of this page. No bling, just color pencil and marker. Very simple. All right, and that is Fantasy and Fairy Cuties, Coloring Book 8 by Duria. Next, I have a buddy color in R.J. Hampson's For a Song. And this was kind of a group buddy color, so I'm not going to be able to pop everyone's pictures in here. But I had fun doing this one as well. This one was my first time coloring in an R.J. Hampson book. So I based this with Cali Art markers. I use Art and Fly pencils for shading, which I love how they color on this paper. And I use Stickles and Sparkle Pop Gold for the little bits in here floating around by the beehive. So yes, I love the wings, the sparkly wings. I had a really good time coloring this page, and I look forward to coloring in more. And that is R.J. Hampson's For a Song. Next, I colored in this beautiful book, Mine Winterwelt. Who is this by? I always forget. There's like so many different books, and I never remember who illustrates this one. We'll look in the back. Well, anyways, this is Mine Winterwelt. And this is a German coloring book. And I did a buddy color with the lovely Erica at Colors here on YouTube and Instagram. And I'm going to pop her picture up. I love how different they are. I think they both turned out great. I use Stettler water-based markers to color in most of this. And then I use Prismacolor Premier to do my shading. I use Posca pens to do all the white and the snow in the sky. And I used Stickles. So I have a really nice shimmer on this, and I really like how it turned out. If you guys can see that, I love the way this turned out. I had a lot of fun coloring it, and again, I love seeing how different people color a page or interpret a page. And I want to say thank you to Erica for the buddy color. Let's do another one. All right, that is Mine Winterwelt. Next, I have a buddy color in On the Other Side of the Dream. This is the hardback book. I do have a piece of paper here because I've not yet treated this page. But this here was a buddy color with Kelly Hunter on Instagram. And we did this page here, a double page spread. I will pop her pages up here so you can see them. I really enjoyed doing this page. Of course, you guys know I love pink. Pink has to be in there somewhere, and there it is. This background is done with soft pastel. I have not yet treated it, so I'm touching it. It's going to get on my fingers. That's why I have this paper in the middle. But I want to say thank you to Kelly for reaching out to me. I had a great time doing this page, this double page spread, and we should do it again. This is On the Other Side of the Dream by Carolina Kubikowska. Wow. All right. Next, I think this is a jewelry box by Hannah Carlson. I'm not sure if I shared this one yet or not. So if I did, please forgive me. But I don't think that I did because it was in my stack. I did this wallpaper page and I had a lot of fun. The background is done with Lero Aquacolor. And then I think I used Arteza colored pencils to do the shading. And then I have some orange gel pen and yellow gel pen for the flowers. Very easy, very simple. This one didn't make me go like, oh God, wallpaper, because it's a smaller size page. And I just love the way the flowers were arranged on the page. It was just really fun and relaxing actually to do. So yes, that one was The Jewelry Box by Hannah Carlson. Now we're going to go into the books that I'm committing to trying to finish. Some committing to finishing this year and some just working to finish. So the first book is Creative Haven's Main Street. This is a Teresa Goodrich coloring book, and this is a full book. So I'm trying to finish this entire book this year. So, and this is with one of my Facebook groups. So we have this page here that I've done. This is the Soundbar Music store. storefront. So I have gel pen on there. I have based this with markers, and I'm shading with colored pencil. And I don't remember what colored pencil's in this one, but I love how this one turned out. This house is a musical home. And so I really wanted to get this one out of the way, but I really enjoy coloring it. So yes, really fun. And then we have Just for Fun Toy Shop. I wanted to do this one as well because I have a little one and he likes toys, some toys. He's kind of getting out of the toy age, but this was really fun to do. Again, these are all based with alcohol markers, and I've gone in to do some shading and using gel pens just to give a little shine, and also coloring in the border. Last but not least, for this quarter, I've done the Globe Theater. So this one I did something a little different. I did base it with the alcohol markers and did shading with colored pencil. And then I did use the gel pens. But this time I used some glossy accents on the windows. I just wanted to do something different. And I like how it turned out. It looks kind of glassy, right? It's got a 3D effect on it, and I like it. It turned out really nice. All the windows, even the car, has that glossy accents on it. So, but yes, that is Main Street Coloring Book by Teresa Goodridge. And yes, had fun with those. Next, I am in a group of lovely, lovely ladies. Lots of new ones. I'm new to the group. And this is to try to finish Enchanted Faces by Hannah Lynn. So what happens is some of these pages are selected each month, and if you can do it, you go ahead and try. If you can't, you can't. You can mark it and come back to it later, or follow each month along with the group. So for January, well, I'm just going to show you as they are in the book, but this one was one we did in January. I love how she turned out. All of these are marker based. And then I used gel pens and colored pencils. And my goal for this book was to use only Crayola. Let me see. Yes, my goal was in this book was to only use Crayola colored pencils. So on this page, I did only use Crayola colored pencils. And so you can see that you can still get some decent coloring with Crayola. Oops, sorry, Elle. With Crayola colored pencils. So I had a lot of fun coloring it. I think she turned out really beautiful. The next one I have is the one we did in February. I'm not so good at coloring water, y'all. So I tried to make this murky. I almost got a hole in the page. I was so over it. But I like the color palette that I used. And I think I did use, I don't know what color pencils I used. I want to say they probably were Crayola or Arteza maybe. But yes, I love how she turned out. As far as this area down here, not so much. But that's the thing. I like the challenge, and everyone's so supportive, and encouraging too, so that you can go on to the next page, even if you didn't do so well on one page. So I want to say thank you to the ladies for being so kind. This was another one we did in January. I decided to go with platinum colored hair, or gray. I just thought she would look really pretty with just gray hair. So yeah, that's my January page, one of them. And I think she turned out really well. And this one, I think I did use Crayola colored pencils as well to do all the shading after I based with marker. And last but not least, I'm behind because they're already into April now. I already had one completed for March, and I didn't do the March page yet. But this one, I love how she turned out. This one I decided to use my Ohuhu pastel markers and to do the base of this page. And I love it. I have some glitter on the wings of the dragonfly. Just try to keep it pretty simple. Not a lot of shading, but in the flowers here and a little in her face, and just a little bit. And I had a lot of fun coloring this page. So yeah, so I want to say thank you, ladies, for letting me join your group. I'm having fun seeing everyone's lovely pages and trying to keep up. It's pretty hard for me to keep up sometimes, but I want to thank you guys anyway for doing those buddy colors. So that's Enchanted Faces by Hannah Lynn. Next, y'all, I am so in love with this book. This book is the cutest thing ever. I love, love, love the Matchstick Mouse series by Morgan O'Brien. I am so happy about these books and how fast you can get the pages done if you sit down and just focus on it, you know. So I've done quite a few in here. This is one that I want to finish eventually, not this year. There's no deadline, just eventually. I've done this one here. So all of these are marker based, and then I use color pencils for shading. I'm not keeping up with what color pencils because I'm moving around to different ones just to see how I like them on this paper. And I did this one here. Again, marker based, alcohol marker based, and just playing around with pencils and gel pens, making these little critters really cute. And my mouse is white because everyone's doing brown, and I was like, I want to do something different. I want a white mouse, you know. Too bad I can't change the eyes to red like how they really look, but I still am enjoying doing this. So I don't know, I just wanted to do something a little different, and that's how my mouse will look in my book. Not all of my books, but at least this one. And then I done this page here. We have a cat. Very simple page to do, not very much to it. Had fun doing it. Then I have this one here. It's a really cute page with the raindrops. So I did use, I think I used Sakura gel pens for the raindrops because they glisten really good. And I did make a puddle with some glitter glue on that as well. I think that stickles. So I thought that was really cute. I also did this page here. Had fun with this, using pink, even in the, you know, the blankets and the curtains. I had so much fun with this page. And these are so cute. So, so cute. I did the bat. Gave him some pink, I guess, poison, if you will. And did some gel pen work in there. Very, very fun. Love doing this. And I also did this page here. This was really fun. I did these in a different color because I was doing that whole background in black. And I was like, no, I can't be black spiders. But I made this spider down here, these ones down here black. So I made them kind of like a grayish tan color, almost like a tarantula maybe. But I have fun with this page. This is a really cute page. So yes. And then I did this page here. And I also had fun with this one. Very simple. Same thing. Alcohol based. And then shading with markers and using some metallic gel pens here and glitter gel pens. Then I also did this page here. Very cute. I love it. Had to have some pink in there, so there are some pink doors. Then we have a little gel pen on the stars and also in the sky. And last but certainly not least, oh no, I take that back. I have another tag. This one here I thought was really cute. I went with greens and yellow, and I just thought trying to keep it like fall-ish. And so I had fun doing that again. I have rain with the Sakura gel pens there. And then last but not least, we have this owl sitting on his bed of leaves with a spider going up or coming down from that area. And then again, I had to add some pink, so I did so on some of the doors and the chimney of this page with gel pen. I don't like how it turned out, but it's okay. I'm fine. All right, and that is what I've done in Matchstick Mouse. Quite a bit, right? quite a bit. And that is, again, by Morgan O'Brien. The last book I have to share, but certainly not the least, is another book that I've committed to finishing this year. This book is gonna take a lot of my time to finish, but I'm up for the challenge to try. This is Botanicum by Marie Trollet, and this is a buddy color that we're doing in my T's World of Adult Coloring Facebook group. So if you're not a part of that Facebook group and you want to join us in doing these pages or this book, come on over and join us, and we'd love to have you. So the very first page that I'm going to show you, this is not done in any specific order. I did this one here, right here. So this one is based with Neocolor 2s, I believe. And I used Prismacolor watercolor pencils to do some of the, I guess, petals, if I remember correctly. And then I shaded with Art and Fly pencils, and I used stickles. So this is another book that I'm going to be trying different medium because I kind of want to use my stuff. No sense in getting this stuff if you don't use it, right? So that is the goal for this book. There's a lot of pages and I can do a lot of different things. The next page I did was this one here. This was already complete. So I did this one here. I had a lot of fun with that one. I know this is based with, yes, this is based with water-based markers. Probably the Stettler or my Super Tips. And then I shade it with color pencil. Use some white gel pen here and maybe some glitter gel pen in certain areas just to give a little sparkle and, you know, slight sparkles in different places. So, and I love how this turned out. Next we have this one here. This one's also water-based marker based. And I did shading with colored pencils. Little gel pen there. Very fun. Very cute. I did this double page spread here. This is all done with... No, I did not. Did I base this one? No, I think this is all done in pencil. So I use Soho color pencils for this page. This is all pencil work. There's no basing. And then I use some gel pens for these butterflies. We have some white gel pens for some of these flowers I wanted to go over. And so I love how this turned out. I think it's beautiful. So happy with that one. I did this one here. This one's a really simple page. I believe this one's all colored pencil as well. No basing. Just something simple, something quick and easy to do to get some pages done. And I love this, how that turned out. I love this flower. Then we have this page here. This one I do remember basing this one in either Lyra Aquacolor or I used Prismacolor watercolor pencils. One of the two. Then I did some shading, and then we have some stickles and shiny stuff going on in the unicorn. And I love how she turned out. And of course she's pink because that's my favorite color. And I love her. Next, I did this page here. This one was already complete. So we did this page here. This one was based in Neocolor 2s. I used Art and Fly colored pencils and Prismacolor watercolor pencils to do this background. And then I used gel pen to give a little bling or do the border of this page. So yes, I love how that turned out as well. I did a lot in this book, y'all. First quarter. All right, this one here was another simple page, no basing, all just colored pencil. And I had fun doing it. It was really quick, fun, and easy. And I love the colors in this one as well. And then I chose this page. This one, I know for sure this was based in Prismacolor watercolors. And then I shaded with colored pencil There's no gel pen, just those two things. I believe there's a little metallic maybe gel pen for this window, but that's about it. And I had a good time coloring that one. These trees got on my nerves though. Just so you guys know, these got on my nerves. All right, next we have this page. I love this page. It's one of my favorites in this book so far. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love what I did in here. So this one was based with Neocolor 2s. We have a acrylic paint background. I use Prismacolor pencils to do all the shading that you see. And I use gel pens for these snowflakes. So it was really hard to kind of get these snowflakes going with the acrylic background, but I took my time and I was able to achieve. And I love how she turned out. Love her. And I gave her some silver earrings extra than what she had. So really happy to have done that one. And last but not least in this book, I did these two pages. I love these pages. They're like another one of my faves. The Christmas ones are my faves. But yes, I did a limited color palette. All of these pine needles or pine were all done with Staedtler fine liners. So I went in with 3 different colors, just alternated it randomly, you know, just coloring those in even here. I did the same with these berries. I made them pink with the fine liners. And I colored in those mushrooms the same way. And I think I did use some markers, I think water-based markers on the pine cones, and kind of went in there and shaded a little bit. I have some sparkle on that heart. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's really hard to show that in my camera. There we go. So we have that really sparkly heart dangling there. I love it. And then we have some sparkling wings on the angel. And I made this into a calico cat. And I had a lot of fun coloring this. And that is it, y'all. That is a lot. I've done 60 pages and crafts, and I'm working on puzzles. I'm working on 3 different diamond paintings that are large ones. And so you can tell maybe that this quarter I had a lot on my mind, because usually if I do a lot of coloring, a lot of crafty things, and, you know, just trying to keep my mind busy instead of thinking and worrying about things that are out of my control. I don't know about you all. If you're watching, you don't do any crafts or you don't do coloring, I really would like you to try it. Go buy a coloring book at maybe Walmart or something, or buy one secondhand, and just give it a try. It really does help with, you know, stress and anxiety and things like that. So I hope that you all have enjoyed this video. And if you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Again, all of the coloring books that I've shared will have a link below if I can find them. But until next time, y'all, take care. Bye-bye.